Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So it's paper pumpkin time, and if you are new to my channel, you may not know that I get one paper pumpkin box every month. Except there are exceptions. I might get two next month, just because it'll coordinate with the following month's box they put out. So I might have to pre-order an extra one to have it for the following month. But anyways, I do my own thing, guys. I love the creative challenge that comes with paper pumpkin and being able to create something different. So that's what my paper pumpkin videos are all about. So this is September 2023's paper pumpkin alternative video number 8. And the first 5 videos, I show you what comes in the kit and close-up views of that. After that, I don't do that no more. So these were little tent boxes, really cute. You get 8 of those, 8 of these little 3.5 by 3.5 cards. You get the QR code to make different projects, and you get to see everything that comes in the kit and the coordinating colors. So that's that. Let's get it out of the way. But before I move on, I have to share with you this card I got in the mail yesterday. Absolutely beautiful. Cheryl Wojak. This card is absolutely unreal. It's so beautiful that I'm going to frame it for Christmas. I thought about trying to figure out how to, get the angel to put on my tree, but she has no idea. I'm going to write her a lovely note. Wait till you see how this card pops up. This is fantastic. Look at that. And this little nook holds that right there. Absolutely love this. Look at this gold. This is like the little tiny gold thread I have somewhere. Where is it now? I don't know. You guys have seen me use it wherever I put it right now. It's absolutely beautiful. So Cheryl, I cannot thank you enough. Oh my gosh. Yellow is my mother's favorite color. But this reminds me of a little angel ornament I used to have that had felt wings and a little pom-pom for a head and a little triangle piece of fabric that had been quilted. And I tried to remake that angel, and I didn't do a good job, but I tried so hard. This was a few years ago. I was so disappointed. So Cheryl, thank you. Lovely, lovely card. I want to keep it protected until I take it in with me. I'll check a few thrift stores, and then I'll probably end up at Michael's or somewhere looking for a frame to fit this, because to me, it's just lovely. So thank you very much. So next, let's get on with what we are using for our paper pumpkin. So we're going to use this envelope because I already have it cut up, and you're going to be amazed when you see if I can move that without moving all my bits. But I'm going to use this weathered, very old retired stamp set too. So I just did the basic measurements. I do have a sample to show you. So this is our card we're making today. Very cool. It opens like this, opens like this. I've also did one of these cards with the sparkling snowflake. I did that video today, and I'm like, oh, I'm using this for paper pumpkin. I am so using this for paper pumpkin. So let's get on with what I have cut up and what we're going to use. So first of all, I have my craft-like envelope. I have my first card base, because basically this is like 2 card bases together. So my first card base is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 4 and 1. That is so not right, guys. I'm so used to writing that down. It's scored at 5 1/2. There we go. Let's get it right. Card base number 2, which I gotta get all my pieces out here. Card base number 2 is 4 by 10 and 3/4. It is scored at 2 6/16 and 5 3/8. Okay, that gives it this bit. And then we have layer number 1, which is craft, 3 3/4 by 5 1/8. Then we have 2 of this size. It says cut to 2 4/16 by 3 3/4. Then we have our pebbled path layer, which is 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. Then I have, because we're going to sneak in a little tiny little message in a sneaky spot. This is 2 2/16 by 3 1/2. Layer number 5 will be from the Lost Lagoon card base. We're going to cut this down to 3 by 3 1/2. And then I cut up an envelope from a kit. I have this little sentiment strip we're going to use on our card. So let's get ready to stamp. So from this, I'm going to show you how I do my envelopes, which y'all have probably seen this a whole bunch of times. But wait till you see how many pieces I get out of this envelope to decorate with. It's absolutely crazy. I was floored by the time I was done fussy cutting. So this really pays off. So I am going to snip off that bit, and I already have them done. So I'm going to snip off this bit, and fussy cutting this is going to make this kit go so far. So open it up, right? And you have this flap here, which I cut off. Now I can use this. In fact, no, we won't use it because we're using the other bit. I could use that. So that's going back in my goodie box. So that left me with this. From this, ta-da! Look at all these pieces I got to decorate with now, which I don't even know if I can get them all on this one card. But look at all of those, all from this little bit. Now, if I had just cut the little bit I need to decorate the front, I would not have gotten all these goodness out of this card. But by fussy cutting and cutting it up, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces. 10 pieces that can be used. I am totally amazed that that was able to happen. So I'm going to set this over here. Now, if you don't have a background stamp, you can cut up your box for the next piece, for the craft pieces to those measurements. I chose to do this just because it's going to extend my kit, and it's going to give me, you know, the same kind of textured on my cardstock. So we are going to stamp in. Where did it run to? Is it under there? Oh, there's that thread. Remember I told you? There's the thread. Everything but craft is where I see everything but the one I need. So we have Smoky Slate, we have Pool Party, we have Lost Lagoon, and there's the craft under the Lost Lagoon in a spot it should not be in, because I was bad and didn't put everything away. So let's stack those over there, because this is all we need. And then we will be using Lost Lagoon to stamp our sentiments in. So I'm going to put that down there. But to start with, we need a full sheet of scrap paper here. And we are going to stamp on all of the craft pieces. So let's get all 3 out. 1, 2, 3, and not the envelope. So just these 3. So we're going to stamp on these, and we're going to do full strength. This is kind of going to mimic a little bit too of the pattern on the Lost Lagoon. It has a pattern in it, so I thought that would be a good way to do this. So I can rub like that because it's a cloth pad. It's really old. I love it. So I'm going to scoot this over. I'm going to start with my first piece. Give it a rub down. And this is why I have the scratch paper. So look at that, gorgeous. We're just making our own DSP here. And we're going to get to do both of these pieces at one time. There's one. There's two. Give it a rub down. And that should be good to go. I can move that hopefully well away from me. So next I'm going to just fold this in half for the moment. And we are going to start assembling. We're going to wait to cut this up until we need to. I'm going to set that over there. But let's start putting this card somewhat together because these pieces are bugging me everywhere. So this is our card base, our envelope. We can set those two right there. Get the glue bottle, and we're going to lay our larger craft piece, which this is, I think this is the 3 3/4. Where is my notebook? Layer number 1, 3 3/4 by 5 1/8. I wanted to make sure I got that right. So this is going to go right here. Next piece is going to go right down the line here so we can scoot it up. X ... Okay, next one. Now, I did bring in a Happy Thanksgiving stamp from Banner Year Retired set. And we're going to use that Happy Thanksgiving on this card as well. So we're going to stamp that now on our little piece of basic white. If I can find the stamp one that nope, I was like, did I put it away? This we want in our Lost Lagoon, not Soft Succulent, Lost Lagoon. Or actually, Pebbled Path would be really pretty. Let's do it in Pebbled Path. I gotta move something to get to the Pebbled Path. My ink colors are all in a little container as they don't fit on my tower. And I got rid of my second tower because I just didn't have room for it. So we're going to stamp Happy Thanksgiving in Pebbled Path. Ooh, that is pretty. This is our little sneaky bit. You ain't going to see. So we're going to add some of our little bits here. Let's see. Let's add this one. I thought we'd put this one in the corner. There's that little bit, and I know I have another wee little bit of one. Or do I want to stamp? Maybe we'll use our stamp and stamp a little soft succulent then on this one. So let's get rid of that soft succulent. Ugh, Lost Lagoon. So we need that stamp in Pierce Matte. Come find me. And a little scratch paper because we're going to stamp off. And we don't need all of it. We just want a little of it. Stamp off and right there. Oh, pretty. And then I think we will go maybe a little full strength in there. Really cute. Okay, so this piece is done. This is our little sneaky bit. You could write more on here. It's up to you. So this is going to go right here. So yes, it's going to look upside down when the card is. That's why it's a sneaky bit. Okay, you have to totally unfold it to get to read it. That's why it's sneaky. All right. Next phase of our card is this bit here. And this is where we're going to cut our card base, because this piece is going to go right in here and it's perfect. We're going to have a little bit there. So let's cut that to the size we need. I'm going to show you how I figure out what size I need. So this is 3 3/4. So I don't need to cut it down here. I just need to make the one cut. I need to cut this to 3 because it's already at 3 1/2 the other way. And now this is going to layer up right there. And I still have all of that to use on another project. So let's bring these pieces in. X, mark the spot, dot, 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 dot. Not 3, but 4. And this is going to go right there. So I'm going to look at it. This is where I don't want the glue to go past, so I'm going to pick it up right there. I'm going to give myself a line and then fill in with glue. I don't want it to go anywhere. You could use tear tape, snail, whatever you want. I cannot afford snail. I would go through too much, and I would rather buy other product because I just can't afford that. And liquid glue is so much user-friendly for me, that is. So we need to stamp on our little sentiment strip here. Where is the stamp? Grateful for you, or with love and gratitude. I think we're going to do that one, and I think we're going to stick with Pebbled Path. I'm not going to bring this stamp in Pierce Matte. I think we can do this. Oh, so perfecto. So let's put that back on there. And this now is going to go right here, which that is a bit wonky crooked, isn't it? Where's it's going to stay. I'll probably replace it here. So let's get it onto the actual card base. So we're going to put glue on our back piece. X to mark the spot in a squiggle, in a squiggle, in a squiggle, in a squiggle, because it is going to be needing a little bit more glue than dot, dot, dot. So this one now, is going to lay right there. I'm going to open it up, smooth it out. And now we have our inside piece to stamp, and I am still sticking with the August 2019 Paper Pumpkin stamp set that has the Thankful for Friends Like You. We're going to ink that up in Pebbled Path and pop it down like so. Beautiful. And what else are we going to do on here? We're going to do a little stamping. Where is my scratch paper? And then we'll probably put some more on there. So we're going to stamp off. I'm going to stamp right here. Then I'm going to come in full strength and give a little bit there. And twist off. Stamp off. And I'm going to do a little here. Need to fill that in a little bit more. I didn't get the ink there. And then we're going to come right there and full strength right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And let's go ahead and do our envelope. Full strength on the envelope as it does need it. And then give it a minute, because this craft like envelope, it likes to suck the ink up. So there, that came out really well. And of course, I'm going to do the back little flap. Oops. I want full strength here. There we go. Move that aside. I think I am all done with my stamping. So let's close up the ink pads. Oh. Trying not to get ink on me. So move those aside, this aside. We're going to get this glued on the inside of our card base. And then we're going to decorate dot, 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 because this is not going too far, but it'd be nice if it wasn't upside down. So here we have it. With love, we could do it like so. Let's bring in all those pieces I cut up. No, I don't want any. I'm going to have so many pieces left over. It's not going to be funny. This could go right there, which I like that. Oh, look at that. It needs just a little more. So this is another edge piece. If I make it straight, that's going to do it. That's all. I can't believe that's all I'm using, and I cut up so many. But this needs a straight edge, so that means guillotine. And let's turn it over so we get it butted up against there. And I just want ever so slightly taken off. And these, I don't even know if I want to pop them up on dimensionals or not. This one's gonna, maybe this one, no. This one, yes. And then I'm thinking, why do I always want to come in with more? So let's see, if I put this here, that will not fit there. It will fit behind there. Put that more in the center. And then what do I have down for the bottom if I have a piece that isn't? I really like this one in the corner. Nope. Go back to our original. Let's just pop them all up on dimensionals. Let's just do it. This card is not going to go through no matter what I do because of the bulkiness of it. With the fold here, it's just going to need extra postage. So let's just make it really needed. Let's do it upright. So take these little backs off. And remember, this is really flimsy paper because it is an envelope. So we're going to put that up like so. This one as well. We're going to put that little mini one there. That should do that. And then I'm thinking we do a little thing with some ribbon or something behind that. So we're going to bring that all the way to the edge, but let this be hanging off. Oh my gosh, that is coming out really great. I could put with love and gratitude right there and then gemstones. That will do it. So let's cut this down. Sometimes, you know, things I think. So we're going to cut down with love and gratitude so it has a straight edge. And then this is getting glued down, and then we're going to put some gems on here. Let's slide it in this way. Oh, couldn't have got any better than that. Just snuck it in there. Let's move it up a hair. Yes. And I can't believe I have all these pieces left over. Ugh. Little stamping there. We could decorate this one a bit. Let's see. I don't know if I want to because no, it doesn't need it. I was thinking that it really would, but it really, really doesn't need it. So where is my bling box? Let's see what we have to bring in. Oh my goodness, sometimes. Let's see what we have that would kind of, no, maybe, no. What about those? Oh, these right there. Fine Sparkle Adhesive Back Gems. I was just on the clearance rack yesterday, and they have these little adhesive-backed flower trinkets. And I was like, oh yeah, for $3-4, I'm buying some of those. I should have bought 4 or 5, but I just don't have that kind of money, so I was good. I just bought one. So we're going to add, those are really going to be pretty. So 1, I'm going to use the large ones. 2, and 3. And that is a gorgeous, gorgeous little card. And of course we have to put some Linka Stella on it, right? Sometimes it doesn't have to be heavily bombarded there. Simplicity sometimes does the job. And that is what I'm thinking with this card. And I hope you guys agree. I would love to know if I did you guys think I did the right thing by keeping so much space in here, because I think it's absolutely beautiful. And it's going to sit up, go like so. The little Happy Thanksgiving, the inside, and there is the envelope to match. Ooh, so much fun. Thank you guys for letting me share this with you. I just love doing it, so I can't thank you enough. So please, if you would consider liking, a thumbs up, share, or a comment keeps me going, but only if you have time and you want to. I don't want you guys to do anything you don't want to do, but I am so grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you so very much, and I invite you to please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now.